Good morning. Good morning. It's 9:31 in Worthington, Minnesota. I'm coming to you live from my craft room. My name is Chris, and I am here to work on card number 22 for the 30-day Christmas card challenge. Hi, Jean and Lindsay. Um, I'm gonna flip my camera around here because I have a bunch of things to share with you before we get started. So, I don't want to waste any time. Let's see. No, I don't want to end the live video. Okay, there we go. I hit a wrong button there. Flip my camera down and let's do a little bit of business first. First of all, if you've not heard, I'm doing a Wheel of Winners for $10. Hi, Sherry and Mimi. Nice to see you guys on. Hi, Keith. A Wheel of Winners. So if you're interested in winning $150 of Stampin' Up! Supplies, all you pay is shipping and handling. Let me know. Each each triangle, I guess, is $10, and you can buy as many as you want. There are six spots left. So reach out to me if you are interested in the Wheel of Winners. We've had 3 winners so far. Secondly, I'm kind of excited about this, you guys. I did my paper pumpkin kit yesterday, and look at how cute these are. Look at these adorable, oh no, that's stuck on there. No, adorable little stockings, and they're way bigger than I thought they would be. So, they're super cute. The refill kits are available for this, and I think they were $12. So, if you are interested in a refill kit on these stockings, let me know. If you're Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can order them yourself. If you're not, you have to get them through me. The refill kit would come with the stockings and the tags. The only thing you wouldn't get is, oh, and you get these cute little pins too. I don't think you can see those. You wouldn't get the stamp set or the ink spot. So let me know if you would like a refill kit for these stockings. I'm thinking they're going to go fast. I should have looked before I came on. They might already be gone. Let me know. All right. Thirdly, I am, hi Wendy. I'm going to do a kit together this afternoon at 1 o'clock on Zoom. We are going to be starting to assemble the Halloween Memories scrapbooking workshop kit. So if you ordered this, please join me live. All you'll need is your kit as is. And the Zoom link is posted on my page in the events. And we will not get this done today, so there will be a part 2, maybe a part 3, maybe a part 4, who knows. All right, so today's challenge is to use these super non-traditional colors for a Christmas card. So I will be using today Pretty in Pink, Bubble Bath, Petunia Pop, and Berry Burst. I will also be using my blending brushes. I'm going to be using some pieces from the Planted Paradise. Surprise, surprise. Hi, Gretchen. I'm going to use the Greetings of the Season stamp set, and I'm going to use Decorative Trees. If you don't have these stamp sets, you can substitute for whatever you want. And we're going to emboss. So let's get started. I am going to pull out a piece of scrap paper. I could be working on my glass mat. This would be a perfect project to do on my glass mat. I've been avoiding it because it gets such a glare from my lights above. Let me, whoops, drop my ink. Let me see. Ow. Oh, forevermore. dropped my inks, hit my head, bending over to pick up my inks. All right, I'm bringing this over. Let me see how the glare is. See, it's just so glary. But this would be the... Oh, there we go. Okay, focused. Let's try it. Because this is a really good project to use on the glass mat. Okay, so I have pre-done a little bit of work, but I have not practiced this. I used my 2-inch punch and my retired 1 3/4 inch punch. You could use circle dies also. So I pre-cut this frame that I'm going to use, and I can set that aside because I don't need that yet. All right, let me bring in my blending brushes. The sun is beautiful today, but it is right in my eyes. And I need to go grab the door. Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. I knew that would happen. So there's a gal in town. I'm going to flip this down here again. There is a gal in town that her family owns an apple orchard. It's called the Nystrom orchard. And I'm telling you, this young gal is so smart and so brilliant. The apple season is over. And so what is she doing now? Selling sourdough bread on Friday and delivering it. And Fresh Bread Friday, she's calling it. So that was the doorbell that I just heard. And I'm like, I have to go out and get my fresh bread. I got a loaf of sourdough and I got a loaf of jalapeno cheddar sourdough. And then she also threw in this week some pulled pork pretzel bun something. I just have to reheat them in the oven. Brilliant. She also adds in, like, if you want a bag of apples, if you want the caramel dip that they make homemade. So anyway, that is a total squirrel, and I apologize for running away, but I had to get the door. So you probably heard the whole conversation up at the door. My neck is all itchy today. Anyway, okay, I'm going back down onto my surface, and let's make a pink card. Totally not my color scheme. So, and yeah, we're going to have a glare. I'll try to set things so it's not super distracting. All right. Hi, Tony. All right, here we go. I've got my 3 colors, I've got my blending brushes, and I've got this pattern that I pre-punched. So I'm going to set this on here. And let's start with Petunia Pop because it happened to be on the top. When you're using blending brushes, you want to be on a surface on either like my glass mat or scrap paper, and you always want to start off of the paper because that's where you're going to get your darkest shade, and you want it, ooh, that's too dark. Well, that's what it is. Okay, we're going to have a dark one. No problem. I'm not adding any more to that one though. Plenty dark. Okay, the next one, let's go Bubble Bath. Okay. Bubble Bath. I'm going to really... this one is a lot lighter, so it's not going to be as important, but okay. There's my Bubble Bath. And last but not least, Pretty in Pink. I could have used the same blending brush for all 3 of these. That was not a good plan right there. I just did my Pretty in Pink in my Petunia Pop. I don't want that. I want this, just this version of the pink. Oh, those are really close. Those are really close in color. I'm going to make this one way darker because I don't want them to be quite so similar. Okay, let's add a little more pink. I think in my mind these were going to be very, very soft, muted colors today, but what's in my mind and what transpires is not always the same thing. Now, I'm also going to do a little decorating of the inside of the card, so I'm going to pull that mask back in. I think I'm going to use the Bubble Bath color on the inside. Alright. Hi, Glenda. Glenda, how's your Christmas card making going? Waiting to hear about that. Hoping that you're making progress. Okay, there we go. Let's get my stuff that can cause a potential mess out of the way. The glass mat comes with this lovely cleaning chamois, which is so slick, and I wish that they sold more of it. Let's dry that off a little bit. Kathy's watching. Hi, Kathy. Taking a break from moving into your new home. So exciting. Valerie is watching. Alright, so we're going to set this one up to the side because that's for the inside of the card. Cover my glare spots again. Alright, here's where we're at now. Now this is where we bring in the strangeness. Okay, Planted Paradise. What could I possibly be doing with this damn set? I also need to give a shout out to Karen Hadler. She is the person that I watched demonstrate this whole style of card. So I've taken this pot. Let's see. Can you see the pot? That shape. And I'm taking, I need a block. This, it looks like a chain, maybe. It looks like a, I don't know, it's a line with some detail in it. These were intended to put patterns on the pots in this set and also to use as plant hangers. All right, so what am I going to do with that? I'm bringing in my Versamark, and I'm also bringing in these circles. This is what I punched out of the frame that I had originally used. Okay, so let's start with this one. And now I am going to still bring in this piece of paper, because now I'm bringing in my Versamark. And I'm starting with this one. All right. I'm sure by now you are figuring out what is happening here. There's that one. Here's the little one. I maybe should have punched my circles out of paper instead of cardstock because they're a little thick. But we're going for it. Bring in my tray and my gold embossing powder. This embossing powder actually had a little bit of, that did not work. That did not work. Let's see, where's my brush? What's going on here? I wonder if, okay, let me just grab a thin punch of those sizes. I just think I didn't get enough embossing powder on there because the cardstock was too thick. Anybody else have a suggestion of what went wrong there? My embossing powder has always worked, or my Versamark has always worked. Let's try that again. I see that my Versamark has some yellow ink on it though. Not that that is the problem. Alright, let's see if that works better. Bring my tray back in. Okay, well, that's weird. That's really weird. Let's try this one. I forgot to use my embossing buddy, so I do have gold on my ornaments, but that's not going to bother me. Oops, I spilled the beans and told you that they're ornaments. Okay, I am frustrated with that. Now I want my brush to get off my stray gold embossing powder. Okay, I'm a little bit frazzled, guys, so hang with me. I'm going to keep going here, I guess. I'm wondering if it's the fact that there is some yellow ink on my embossing powder, or on my Versamark. I'm wiping that off a little bit. Alright, let's try the last one. Now I've got, oh my gosh, Hot Mess Express, it's Friday. Freak Out Friday, huh? Alright, let's try that one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, I forgot to mask it. Oh my gosh. My card that was going to impress you all to no end might be a flop. Okay, I brushed that off. We're going to emboss this and see what happens. Bear with me. This left one is a little crooked. Is the idea really cool though, for those of you that are watching and wondering what I was going to do with pinks? I think the idea is cool, and we're still going to go with it. I'm going to redo them. I really am going to redo them. Okay, so I've got my Versamark cleaned off. I am going to use my embossing buddy, and we're going to do them again. And we are going to fix this hot mess. Where there's a will, there's a way. So now I've got thin paper. Got the static off. It just really does not want to stick. That's crazy. You have seen me using this this Versamark pad in many live shows. So I don't think it's my Versamark. I wonder. It's not the stamp pad. It's super flat. There are just spots there that do not want to be embossed. And again, this is just a sample of what you can do. So once you figure out what I'm doing wrong, you go ahead and do it right and then post your card, because I'm sure that there are people out there right now that are screaming into their computer screen, "What are you doing?" The idea is cool. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. One of my big cheerleaders. Okay. Next step, though. This piece. Here we go again. This piece is the hanger. Let me put this one on here again. Not much of this is going to show, but it's still a fun idea. Let's see if that worked. I wonder if my embossing powder... No, I've used this embossing powder. Alright, let's go ahead and emboss that. It's going to look rustic. How about that idea? That one on the top did not work that well. I didn't have really much room, but we are going to be adding a bow, and so that will be fine. Okay, we're done putzing with that. Let's get these circles out of the way because they have... Yeah, we gotta do this one. Sorry. Gotta do the inside. Okay, get off the static. Get my sticky circle out again. And Maybe this one will be perfect. Are you still banking on it? I've lost most of you. I'm sure of it. This one didn't work either. Huh. That's weird. That's weird. That is a giant ornament hanger. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, you are watching a Hot Mess Express. I think there is something wrong with either my gold embossing powder or my Versamark, but I've used this many times in my last weeks. So, whatever, we're going with it. Okay, next we're bringing in Love and Joy. Love and Joy is in the Greetings of the Season stamp set. Okay. Once again, I'm going to try to emboss with the gold embossing powder and Versamark. Maybe on ink, or on top of... Why isn't that working today? Oh, that worked. Okay, Love and Joy worked. Nice. Next, we are bringing in these stars from the decorative trees. And another block. And we're going to put some stars on each ornament. And the inside of the card. Bring in my gold again. Look at that. That didn't work. Something. Is there a full moon? That one didn't work. That one worked. That one sort of worked. And that one sort of worked. Okay, we're going to go with these. Sherry, that's a good idea. Sherry says try just stamping the pot and see if it works. I do like kind of that there's some sparkles all over the card. Okay, we've got to redo the stars on this one. I am so sorry, you guys. Stars. Powder. Hot mess. All right, we're leaving this. We're not putting anything on the inside. Next. Oh my gosh. All right. It's okay. This is life, right? Life with a live stamper. Let me get all my mess out of the way here. All right, we're going to go ahead and assemble this card. And we're going to continue to make lemons out of lemonade. Right? Hi, Jane. Jane, don't watch what I'm doing today. Once I've got the card assembled, Sherry, remind me, I'll go back and see if it's just that stamp or what's going on there. All right, my background is Berry Burst. My foreground, I also feel like, before I do this, okay, let's, I want to put some speckles on here. And let's pull in, this is Berry Burst. I can't really make this any worse, can I? You flick the edge of your marker. The blends work better, but I don't have a Berry Burst blend. So you also have to be really gentle when you do this because you don't want to wreck the tip of your blend. But it does kind of clean up a lot of the mistakes that were made on this card front. And let's do a little bit on the inside. When I used my blending brush on the card here, I'm going to pull this up. It went outside the mask just a little bit. I probably could bring in my eraser. Let me try this. Sometimes you can, this is just a sandy eraser. It's got a little bit of a grit to it. Sometimes you can at least lighten up some of your ink mistakes, but you do have to be pretty gentle. I don't know if that helped or not. All right, let me wipe this off one more time because I've spattered all over it, including the entire back of the card. I don't know if any of you noticed that. So, but it's okay. It still matches my whole theme of a hot mess. Oh my gosh. I might never announce when I'm going live again. Maybe that was the problem. I got sassy and decided to let you all know when I was coming on. I'm going to put quite a few dimensionals on the back because this paper is now a little bit warped from heating it. I don't normally use this many dimensionals, but I also want it popped up. I could have glued it down flat to solve that issue, but like I said, I really wanted it popped up. And then we're going to add some gold ribbon and maybe even some bling. We'll see what this all needs. What's everybody doing today? It's Friday. I am, if you just are joining in, doing a Zoom this afternoon to assemble the Halloween scrapbooking kit. I got it right when it came out, and I have, sometimes this is hard when I'm sitting down. I've got to get my head right in here to get that centered. There we go. There we go. So this afternoon I'm doing a Zoom at 1 o'clock. So if you're interested in joining me to assemble the, to start the assembling process of putting together the Memories and More, it's not Memories and More, the Halloween scrapbooking kit, join me at 1 o'clock. The Zoom link is posted. If you have the kit have it handy. This is going to be day 1 of this process. I think it will take 3 Zoom meetings. Okay, I've got to get out my ribbon iron because this cord is just too curly. I shared this little tool the other day. It's actually a flat iron. It heats up very quickly. While that's heating up, I will glue the inside together. Oh, and I did my ornament the wrong direction for the inside too, didn't I? People, look at that. I'm going to redo that part. Okay. Okay, so this is really curly and hard to deal with, so I just take my flat iron and run it through carefully, and it will straighten this out. Isn't that amazing? It's a $4 hair straightener from Target. And now, when I tie my bow, it will be a little bit more flat. That first one that I was trying to tie was just wonking all over. Okay, Sherry's hoping to join this afternoon. That would be fun, Sherry. Okay, a little glue dot, my take your pick tool. I'm going to take the, Jade, I don't have all the supplies to do the fancy stuff. I should get one of those erasers, though, for goof-ups. Yeah, it's just a sand eraser. I got it on Amazon. And it does really help a little bit. Okay, let me trim off the tails. That's adding a little bit of cute, huh? Cleaning up a little bit of the messes. So, Jane, you don't really have to have all the fancy tools. You can cut 3 circles. You can trace some, anything that you can reach or find in a cupboard or a drawer that's round. I just used 2 different sizes. You can use a tissue or a rag to do the blending if you don't have the blending brushes. There's lots of ways to do these techniques without having all of the fancy tools. So, give it a whirl. This one really needs a bow up here because the cord, the stamp that I tried to use didn't really get onto my paper at all. Let's cut those a little shorter. Once again, I'm giving a shout out to Karen Hadler. She is the video. Kevin. Oh, good, Kevin. Yeah. Kevin, you do not want to even go back and watch the beginning of this video. My embossing powder isn't working. My inside is sideways. It's a hot mess. But thanks for buying the flattener. I wish I would get some money in my bank account for referring that, because a lot of people have bought it. A lot of people have bought my glue eraser. Now I've got somebody today saying they need the ink eraser. I wish that Stampin' Up! Sold all of these products that help make the process easier. So, okay. Yeah, I think I should just go and straighten the whole entire roll because it just flies off of that spool so easily. All right, let me clean up a little bit here. Guys, there is my Pretty in Pink card for today's challenge. Hi, Paulette. The challenge today was the color combination. A little bit of a challenge, but not. It's still a beautiful commission, right? Thanks, Jane. I need some commission. Not on it. This is definitely a Christmas card doable. I will redo the inside here, so that it's not going the wrong way. And as promised, Sherry had suggested trying to stamp the that pot piece without trying to put it on the ornament. So let's do it. Here's the Versamark, same Versamark. Here's the gold embossing powder. Let's get off the static. And here's the pot piece that I was using and having a terrible time with. So I have another idea. After I try it this way, I have another idea. It's the pot, isn't it? It just doesn't want to. Okay, this set of stamps is actually reversible. Let me clean that off first. And I'm going to reverse it. And I'm going to use the other side. In this set called Planted Paradise, the idea was that you could either use the side that had the decoration on it or not. So let's try the other side. It's a little better, but why isn't my Versamark sticking? Kevin, what do you think is the problem here? I've used this Versamark. It's not, I don't feel like it's that. Not working. Not working. All right, I have last solution. I'm going to re-ink my Versamark. First, I'm going to kind of clean it off. I feel like it's really yucky. It's not dry. I mean, there is a ton of color in here yet, or juice in here yet. I'm going to scrape this all off. If you are still with me, God love you, because today is just not my day. In addition to getting a delivery at the door during the first part. All right, we are going to completely refill the Versamark. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. Sherry, well, Kevin, it's old, but I use it all the time, and I've never had a problem. I mean, I just did Versamark the other day with live, and it worked. I'm suspecting the powder. I can't remember if I used gold the other day or not. Sherry says she's sticking around just to see how this turns out. Yeah, me too, girl. Me too. All right. Okay. Fresh. I don't know if it's called ink, but fresh ink on there. I better wipe this off. All right, here we go. Fresh ink. I can see it on there. Ooh! That slid like crazy. All right. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I just needed more. What do you call it? Is it ink? More Versamark ink. That's what I needed. More Versamark ink. All right, let's heat gun this up. Sherry, I wowed you. Look at that. Look at the difference. I just needed more ink on there. Insanity. All right. I'm going to go with redoing the whole entire card. What do you guys think? Tell me if you would send this card or if you would start over. Send it or start over. Sherry, I did it. I wonder if I could even go back.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Well, Siri, I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
I think I was talking to Sherry. What do you guys think? Send the card or... Oh, now try the other side of the stamp. Okay. Either way, for this card, I didn't need the whole top. I didn't need the whole stamp, so the design on it really... This is the story of my life. Now the stamp's stuck in the it's almost too juicy. Let's see if I'm going to get the design on there. I am. Okay. So yeah, I get the design. This is almost a little too juicy. It slid while I was stamping it, but it's still way better than what I was doing. Yeah. Still. Okay, so be sure, tip of the day, be sure that your Versamark pad is, I guess, moist. I thought mine was. Let's go ahead and do the inside. Some of you have stuck with me. You deserve something to work here. Kevin, it's a great mother-in-law card. That is not a bad idea. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite live videos. Oh my gosh, Sherry, God bless you. Well, that's true. I am definitely you get what you get here. All right, let's pull in the little one. We're gonna hope that there's still some pink on here. Try not to go out of my circle this time. It's a little pale. I'm just going without even adding any more ink to these. There, let's do that. Okay, now we need, oh my gosh, I'm going to use the flat side. And let me get my little circle back out here. I'm going to punch a clean circle. Cover that up with that. So this is nice and small-ish. I'm using the flat side, not the decorated side. Karen Hadler, you made it look simple. You guys really should look into her video and see how she did it, because it was definitely not like this. But you know what? It wasn't live. It was probably I forgot that dang static thing. Why do I always do that? It's okay, because the ornament really should have some glitter on it. Okay, this is what it was supposed to look like. You were supposed to get that nice arc around the top of the album. Yes, Kevin, you are definitely watching the blooper version. Before I heat that up, I'm going to go ahead and add the stars. And probably have to do some brushing again. Oh my goodness. I've got a mess, ladies and gentlemen. It's a blooper version. Oh my gosh. I should have just done the top, and then I should have brought in my static pouncer. Alright, let's heat her up. There's going to be some extra sparkles on this one. I will. Oh, you know what? I have another idea. Ooh, I just got a good idea. This is from my friend in Australia. Her name is Laura. Okay, I actually like the sparkles on there. I actually like the extra sparkles on there. Okay, do we need the line at the top? We need the line at the top. It's not going to be much. I feel like when it's not there, though, the top of the ornament looks naked. Alright, and then, if you guys watch Laura's creative cards, she loves to doodle. I'm not going to doodle, but I am going to try something, and I'm going to try it on the bad one. Laura would come in, oh my gosh, that is terrible, and she would outline her ornament. And she doesn't worry about having a perfect line. Ooh, should I outline it? No, I'm not going to outline it. I'm not doing it. I'm done with this card. I need to spatter it. Let's do a little spatter here. We're done. Let's get all the mess out of the way. Oh my goodness. I really am going to title this one the blooper, what not to do. What not to do when going live. Don't use a dry, it's too big. Don't use a dry, okay, I can't put this in there now because it's too big. I forgot to trim it, but there's the inside. There's the outside, and oh gracious me. Friday morning at 9:30 is apparently not the time to do a live video. You came for the bloopers, you stayed, you watched. You know what? Tell me if you want me to mail you this card. You can have it. It's coming your way in the mail. All you have to do is comment and say, me please, yes, I want that card. Ay, 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 ay. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope to see some of you, all of you, any of you at 1 o'clock for a live disaster. Maybe, look at the mess behind me. Of putting together the Halloween Memories Scrapbooking Workshop. We're going to start by exploring the kit. Tammy, of course, I will fix this all up. What does she say? Glue another piece, then cut. Glue to another piece, then cut. Me, Glenda. Cards coming your way, Glenda. The Memories and More kit, we're going to start by sorting through what's all in this kit and the possibilities. This is going to be a 3-part live. It will not be recorded. Maybe it will. I always seem to get to the end of my lives and it never gives me the option to record. So if it says record at the end of my Zoom, I will hit record. But no worries if you miss it. Part 2 won't be, you'll be able to catch up. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go have a cup of coffee and try to get reorganized for the day. Have a great Friday and go emboss something.